Hi, I'm Dietitian Kate, and today we are working on thinning and transplanting our basil starts. So we have here our 4 basil start containers, and most of the seeds came up. So now is where we compare the starts and we see which ones look the strongest. When I find the strongest one, I will try to pull out the remaining ones without damaging the roots too much of the one that I want to keep. So it took about 3 weeks for our starts to be ready to be thinned, and then another 2 weeks before we are ready to transplant them into their bigger pots. I'm going straight from the little pot into the big pot where it'll sit on my kitchen counter. So just make a little room for it, a little space here in the soil. And then I will gently tip the container over, but using my 2 fingers there to brace the plant. And then just kind of loosen the soil up by squishing the container until it gives and releases the plant out. You'll see that there's some roots showing, but it's not root bound, which means that we are transplanting it before it got too big for its first pot. We know it's ready because it's got 3 sets of true leaves. So the first leaves that come up when you start the start, those are called the cotyledons. They're the first leaves. And then the true leaves that come out, those are going to be the plant's more forever leaves. So we've got 3 sets of true leaves, and we're going to place it here on this protective pie plate so that when it sits on our kitchen counter and gets watered, it doesn't let the water out and make a mess. We'll give it its first drink of water here, and it's going to be a little unstable, and I'll have to fortify it just by building up the soil again. So this is going to have to grow for a little bit longer before I can do the first harvesting step, and that will be in the last video. But just make sure you keep this watered, and it'll give you a great basil plant.